Then he's become a bit more of a soldier and a role filler, and now trying to remain relevant in a way as his stats have dropped off a little bit into the IGL. So curious to see here, and we are into the action straight away, of course. Out through long, Malb's not giving them anything here.
Fallen, flying around that corner. Gonna be that first contact. Malb's gonna drop a smoke on the corner of the site to give him room to play around. And what a shot from him, avoids the flash with ease. He's looking for more. Malbs is sharp right now, and he is having a field day. Somehow stayed alive for as long as he did before he finally falls, but 3 kills from him surely should be enough here. Molodoi will need something special, and he gets damage, but leaves it all on the shoulders of Kate Serato. Needing a quad, and not to be HeavyGod will close it, but it's Malbs. What a round from him. That was excellently played. Fury not got a lot of time here to make this decision. They're committing towards the A side, but it's still going to be a bit of a bloodbath. Malbs is here. And Hunter set deep as well. Malbs going to play up close. It's a God Flash that comes over. Hunter going to fight behind it. And he does well for 1. Oh, it's actually 4. Hunter mows them down as they move through short. That is so expertly played by the new IGL. And Furia's chances are shot out of this round. All Yekindar can do is save.
Wow. Wow. I mean, first of all, on the A4, so there's an argument for it.
They're setting up for a mid to B split, but only 1 coming through mid.
Yeah. It's kind of backwards, isn't it, from what you usually expect. So it does seem like they've neglected the tunnel area, waiting for a lurk or something along those lines, but there's actually an entire attack that comes out, and Fallen now has control of this CT cross. He's not going to get checked. We'll just take that kill. It's all he needs, and trades another. So well played here. Wonderful little call. They finally start prodding and poking in towards mid as I wanted. But yes, just sort of flipping the conventions of a mid to B split. And it works very well. They catch those B players. Even though there was 2 of them, they're fully caught off.
Yeah, he actually plays that to perfection. Fallen, I mean, closes it too with a kill on towards Malbs, but you're spot on, right? He calls around himself so well. He gets a bit of mid control, gets a smoke down as well, knows that there isn't presence. At the same time, they're popping towards B, so attention gets drawn away from him, gives him time to set up. Well played. And the individuals have their moments too, but that round is one and done by Fallen. Brilliant work from him.
But a reaggress here maybe from the CTs.
I like this.
Going to go around this corner. Is he just holding? No, it looks like they will look to send him. No flash. He's just having a little shoulder peek. There's a counter flash that comes around from the T side, and they will contact, but it just doesn't work. And some Pius, can he make it away? The answer is no. Yekindar on the entries here. It played right into Furia's hands. I still don't think they were necessarily expecting it, but it was a flat attempt, to say the least. And now, I don't know what you do here. I think, you know, maybe saving is your only option, but they have a few bodies close to the action. So they're opting to stick around. Furia playing it well, though. Again, not getting too giddy, waiting to see what the response looks like.
What an aid.
And it just doesn't really find anything. With that damage coming in, you surely back off to save. Matty's excitable, but yeah, they are going to give it.
And now as well, that bomb plant. The 2 players over towards long don't even need to cross. But look at this lurking towards mid. This could be the one that really punishes them. Yuri, there could be a lot on offer for him, actually. Just fumbles it a little bit. Molodoi, we traded towards Matty, so it's nice. And keeping things really expensive over towards G2. That's a real important thing for Furia, who are scaling back in towards this game. Hurt that econ. Hence why as well, Fallen's going to go have a look. He's already got a Galil, so it's not the end of the world if he is to fall. He may as well see what's on offer. He's going to creep his way forward. You can hear the jump peaks. Hunter's holding for this, and yeah, you'll find him. Nice work. So they'll save those 2. Silver lining, but it's Furia. Back-to-back rounds, and
off angle here, backed up. Oh, it's a good read. It's a good read from G2 that there is indeed a move at mid. He's hearing lots and lots now. Dodges a flash. Double setup. HeavyGod finds the double kill. The support comes in from CT with the break, and that will stop them charging forwards. They're trying to wait for this B tunnel player to get in, but it's not going to work. And a perfect read and hold there from G2. Safe hands. That's maybe what they tried with like the Taz Snacks move, but just a few years too late, I think, with a move like that. HeavyGod over at the back end of Platt. Not quite as safe as last round. Matty's going to have to bail his teammate out this time. Looking good. Turns away from the flash and not quite able to finish that frag. Oh, God, it's getting a bit messy. Some Pius with a big old trade might give them a chance at this, but with that smoke in the way and they don't quite break through it with that kill, they just can't contest.
Yeah.
And they know it's too dangerous, so they have to save things here. I mean, the timeout's paying off for both of these teams, and that is, for me, a really great read, and again, showing some of the experience of a guy like Fallen to be like, right, they've taken a timeout, they won the round, we have to stop this in its tracks.
Yes.
And although it's still early in the game, the response timeout and therefore the subsequent round look really, really good.
Yeah, can't give them anything, really. Fallen goes hunting as well for maybe a little bit of a play at the end, but no, not to be. So, I mean, yeah, he called for kind of the troops to look to see whether there's any X's, but it looks like it won't be the case. It's the Galil to work with, I have to say, and it's Caserata being the one to wield it.
Yeah, always awkward to see, but I think...
Not a bad gun, though, I'll say. Comparatively to the FAMAS, I actually think the Galil's got some legs behind it. Oh, hello.
Angle. Oh, my God. Malbs, man. What is that angle? I mean, it works brilliantly, and he's clearly comfortable with it. Oh, my. All right. There's your big boots to fill getting filled. We'll have a few more of those from Malbs, thank you very much.
He's going to be spotted in a mere moment. Hunter will walk past him. Oh, yeah. Matty's got him dead to rights, and he does. Little panicked, little flustered, but Malbs, that is a monstrous round. We have to take a look at that again. I thought, you know, in the angle you're playing, 1 for 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it just gets the first here, and that's that. But no. Absolutely insane. It makes it look so easy. And this shot as well. Yes, that is just something absolutely special. Oh my God. Does he shine there? And that'll break the bank of Furia. So, we said that was the most important round for Furia. They've lost it. Economy shattered. And, well, G2 have the chance to take a lead heading in towards the second half, which looks like it's already being set up with a Matty's double. And he wants more as well. He's seen the drop pistol. Bomb is dropped as well, which needs to be recovered. For Furia, no chance already in this one.
Yeah, looking good here. They try and stay as far away from Malbs as possible. But Matty's also looks pretty good. He gets an ace, in fact. So one better than the previous round.
Tier 1 with G2 and playing these kind of top tournaments that he might shy away from those moments. Well, looks anything but so far. Some bias. Molly off. Matty's wanting to fight again. This time only going 1 for 1. But information gained that Yuri's also in towards lower. And he'll eat a nade.
Long control looks easy here. Furia not gonna...
They're double checking that corner as well, by the way.
Yeah, of course, man.
Really glaring
get that flash lined up. Double swing. Not having that happen again, but he's not around. However, the ghost of Malbs does remain.
The aura.
You hear, yeah, of course. Yuri with a nice angle here, though. We'll drop him. He gets traded pretty swiftly, but that confirms maybe 2 more players I think he might have seen there. So there's a decent chance to start running the game, but HeavyGod has charged down mid. Drops your Kindar. Maybe they weren't ready for that aggression. So here we are, man advantage now, 30 seconds left. They're so far away from either bomb site. A is going to be the only option that they have.
Where do we go here for Furia? Man, I mean, they're pushing towards A. There's actually, in all fairness, it's probably the best site to go to. Only 1 here, but there's more than enough time for rotations. That's all Hunt has to do by time. You can allow the bombs to go down. You don't really care in that sense. It's about making sure that we set up in that short control. And actually, they didn't commit to the bomb plot initially. Now it will go down. Molodoy and Fallen, the Orpa and the X-Orpa have got to go huge here. Molodoy, we know he's got moments up his sleeve, but he's going to be called upon in a big way. And now he's all alone. 1v3. Tag for the first. Playing anti-flash. He just needs to set up this post bomb as best he can. He's trying to isolate fights, but but it's Sampires who shows what experience really is, sees him off.
People were like, hey, he's called the same round 3 rounds in a row. Like, sometimes the players start losing faith as well. Sampires to open here. Fallen can't draw him out. Will drop nice and early. So once again, an advantage for G2 to capitalize on. Bullets through the smoke are a bit close. Uh-oh. HeavyGod. HeavyGod in the off angle. Peeks round. Only one. Needs a bit of support here, and it's Matty's new boy on the block. Looking to hold the B-bomb site. Oh my God, he's lost track of the player. He's able to get the reload off and find the kill, for goodness sake. Absolutely ridiculous scenes there on B, but they will make it work in the end. Fallen. Oh, flashed off. Wisely here. We got a rinse and repeat. This is exactly the same as the pistol in the first half. However, Fallen maybe not going to have the same moves as Malbs. The A-bomb site. Right for the taking. Plant should be easy. One of those unicorn situations where nobody's gone down yet. So we'll see if there is a retake on the cards. Kind of has to be for Furia, it feels like. But they are not moving a muscle here. No chances being taken. No wide swings on the G2 side. In comes the short attack. HeavyGod, the first line of defense here. And looking good while doing it. Lovely bit of movement here to just avoid being hit. They will start charging in through CT, though, to give themselves a chance back at it. One more head taken, and maybe we start to believe. Oh, Molodoi does get it. There's not loads of time left. The longer they can stay alive. HeavyGod spins around. He doesn't get the one at ramp. I thought if he's 180 in left, right, and center, that would be insane. But all the same, the hold is clean. Maybe not as consistent. Maybe not as good as you thought. And that sometimes is a hard reality to deal with. But decent enough into Inferno themselves, so they can fresh slate over there for sure.
Yeah, right now, though, the individuals are shining so bright for this side. It feels difficult to find and fathom ways. Keserato and Molodoi. This gun run is everything for Furia to give them life in this game. Mobs have been spotted as well by the AWPer. And they'll lose out that fight. The one-tap had to connect, and it doesn't. So, Hunter and Sampires, no real chance you feel for them, and not exactly how they're going quiet about it either. They know exactly where they are. Bomb spill too, makes life difficult.
Feels, I don't know, it just feels like it never happens anywhere else in such a fashion. It just goes absolutely flying from that position. Yuri looking to close them out completely. Sampires made the decision, grab that AK, go for a save. They do hear him here, and they have actually read him quite nicely. He's trying to get an unorthodox save spot, bit of an aggressive save spot, but they'll be after him, slowly but surely. Maybe even going to try and take him after time. But we'll see. The man who's closest is Yuri, and he's pretty low, so there's not much that he can really do. Yeah, the hunt is...
Although, break open the smoke, but not in the way that he would have tended, and Fury falling up close. This could be dicey for him. His back turn, worst possible time to be checking in towards blue.
It's super risky as well, you know. Maybe just take the eyes and the control. There's no need to go in that deep. He has traded his life for information.
And they are sticking around with a bit of kind of an aggressive stance for this mid control. So if anyone was to lurk out B, they get a lot of control here. Molodoi going to be tested. And the first, he does so well. Got an earlier kill to trade out towards Fallen. But he'll get caught on the swing. Yakindar, he's low as well. So this makes this very difficult for him. He's going to try and gain control. And he does well. Matties will trade, but he gets caught on the cross. There was no chance anyway. And another round for Furia. I don't know if you can get up the stairs though. I feel like this is where this is where you get stuck. Yeah. Unfortunately, not to be. They're gonna head towards B. They're gonna try and flash through it. Oh, it's a mow down for Yuri. Pistol pulled out. He'll get 4 in total. Keserato closes it out. Nice and simple. But yeah, they've taken that as a bit of a timeout, an opportunity to talk without taking a pause and see what they want to do in towards the next.
If G2 check out again and Furia move up to 7, deny a bomb plan, then maybe we do start to worry slightly. They're going simple, straight out long. It's Fallen here. Trying to find that first. He will struggle. And again, he's by himself. And it's a lot of pressure, man. You know, I don't mean to poke at the guy, but I feel like we maybe need someone like Malbs, right? Someone heavy frag potential
They are dragging a couple of players back towards mid at the very least, but it still looks like they're going to stay, for the most part, stuck here towards A. And Yuri's in the open. One flash, he could be in a lot of trouble, but he manages to get over towards Car, and he gets one. I don't like the push through the smoke all alone. Yuri gets two before falling.
He's done a lot there, especially under pressure. It could have gone south real quick. But yes, they play into his hands. We now have Yukindar at the back end of the site. Got a flash with his name on it. Trying to spot somebody on the edge of this smoke. As soon as he fires, though, HeavyGod takes his head clean off. Molodoy at the back end, relying on Keserato. Feels flat. It feels like they're not going to get in. And it would indeed be true. HeavyGod to do everything here. He's got the information, and they're giving him a lot of space. The AWP shot misses. He can't quite capitalize on the kill, and second time of asking, Molodoy will get it done. And man, when the chips are down, Fury are looking a little better.
He was hoping that the bait would bait out. A swing from the sniper, a shot from Molodoy rings so close in the second. Also the same. Look at this for aggression, though. That's brilliant. That's what I was talking about as well in that first half. Proactivity from the CT side is a sign of things to come, and Molodoy, what a shot from him. Nice flick and a final towards Malbs. This round's done and dusted already, and we're still just shy of the 1 minute 30 mark.
Yeah, crazy, to be fair, how fast it goes down. But listen, I felt it in the air, Neo.
Yeah.
Been around long enough now to know sometimes it just doesn't look good. And this is maybe a monumental comeback on the cards from Furia. Fallen will go down here. They need to deny as much as they can. Bomb plants, saving weapons, etc. A flank round from Yuri. Grabbing info. Oh, Keserato. Just drawing attention, maybe. They know that they've got this man coming in behind, so feels like the round is confirmed. HeavyGod, again, taking another, but just not going to be enough. It's all about the rounds, and Furia have brought it within 2. This was 11-3, guys, so bear that in mind. If it gets super close, it'll be a feat within itself, but it now gets into this weird territory, right? Pressure's back on for Furia. You're expected to maybe perform, whereas at one point you were just like, okay, let's just go through the motions, see what happens, focus on the next map. It's weird. If they get it right on A, they're so far away on those rotations, they could be locked out super easily. Malbs is going to get dropped down, and he probably goes, what the hell, there's no one here. So now the B-bomb site indeed feels like the way you have to go and the natural progression of the round, but there's just so many people here. Pius does well. He takes a lot of damage. Only 20 seconds to get his bomb in, by the way. Malbs still chilling in CT, hoping to try and trade things out. There's a man locked in closet. The Molotov doesn't reach him. Yukindar, all he has to do is live, but he goes down. He goes down. Pius with the trade will create space for the bomb plant. And Fallen doesn't know where to turn. Where's this guy in CT? He's gone missing. And my goodness, talk about down to the wire. G2, though, will keep it
so close. He can more or less smell them through the screen. And he might be required as well quickly to support Yuri. This could get a little dicey. He's double flashed, triple flashed, in fact. But he drops a smoke. He swings and he finds one. He looks for a second behind it as well. A lot of pressure on his shoulders. Gets away, looks for a third. Oh my, Yuri. How has he got away with 3 there? He has no right, but he's given a lifeline over towards Furia. And there might still be life left in this game. Molodoy's here. And he's thrust Pius into a 1 versus 3. Make that now 1 versus 2, but he's got to try and isolate fights. And he has no idea of this second man who's creeping slowly behind him. It's surely just a matter of time. He's tunnel vision in. This round's got to be done, surely. But a pop shot draws his attention. He's looking all over the place. He finds one. Surely Bias can't make this work. Oh my, he misses the shot, and Fallen shows his class and experience. Furia, they're not dead just yet. Take this towards overtime. Ooh. Fallen, there should be a gap on the left-hand side. Yeah, nice block. He'll drop a smoke of his own. Flash, second that'll come behind as well. The third is he wants to swing behind it, but nobody was caught by that blind. So this is open back up for G2. Pop shot by Molodoy, ineffective. Breaking open the smoke as well. No one behind. It's carnage towards A.
Yeah, this is a mess. But it's a mess that favors G2 at the moment. Molodoy tries to get in there quick, doesn't respect how fast they have been. Massey's with the double. Might just get them in. Yukindar with a double of his own. But it's down to just Yukindar. The bomb's been spilled in an awkward spot, so he has a semblance of control. to direct this round. He's going to give it up. Going to fully give it up by the looks of things, as he will try for that reposition. Fully trained in. He's picked up loads of util.
Yeah.
3 nades there off the ground, but it's just all going to come down to the headshots. Has to guess correctly, and unfortunately does not. So Furia, at the very final hurdle, are denied away. G2 might have to revisit that one, but in terms of the win column, it's still a 1, no matter how it comes. Utility out long. Moving fast here, keeping it simple. Moto smoke. It's quite early. I mean, he could just go flying through it if he opts to do so. Yakindar on the headshot angle. Bit of help from the Julies up top. I think that's really what it's all going to come down to here. Is the pace of these guns. Yuri going unchecked. He's going to let them all in. Oh, no! And he can't get anything done. He's immediately taken down. Tried to go for the big boy moment. And he will be left with egg all over his face. So this is just going to be a soft save here from the remaining B players. Maybe try and grab some exits on the way out. Keserato ultimately doesn't have too much to lose. A lot of the time we look at like saving armor and maybe getting cheaper head armor into the next round. He doesn't have that. So he's sticking around here. However, the Julies with no damage taken plus a flash, there's a lot going for Molodoi here. So he will... hold on to what he has as best he can, but still also looking for some cheeky exits. Now it gets even better, so we'll see if he can remain alive here and remain undamaged. I think would be very nice for him. He's going to keep the kills coming in. He will lose his cheaper head armor there, but I suppose he's happy with that.
Important gun round. Very much so. And P9 in play still for Keserato. It's the AWP Molodoi that we want to see get online. There's no big green on the flip side. He's going to try here, and that works well. Down goes Fall, and Yakindar quickly traded as well as Keserato, who's now all alone towards B. G2 are going for very similar rounds. They're just changing the tempo and the pace of them, but they're working. Now Molly going to spread him towards Keserato. It won't. He gets one, but a quick trade. This is excellent. They are opening B site, for the most part, pretty easily, and another sign where, for Furia, there's just nothing they can do in this sort of round. Excellent work. Quicker pace towards the B side this time.
You might have called something a bit similar to this, you know, get them conditioned and just change things up. That was 3 on B as well. So it just goes to show how solid they can be if things come together and, you know, 3 kills split across the board. It looks really, really nice from a practical standpoint. Nice little setup as well. Got Yuri, who's a master of this position. Playing anti-flash at the moment as they come bursting forwards, but the pathing's pretty good. Oh, comms get a little shaky. HeavyGod still manages to find it. Still on his trusty MP7, leading that charge. The Moto Smoke is not great. The follow-up Moto Smoke also not great, but the bullets find the head of Molodoi, and with him going down, surely you feel they have to save. It's all HeavyGod here, by the way. Absolutely wild. The MP7, there's just a couple players in the history of Counter-Strike that have had...
Man alive. Another big one. I say that. Oh my god, the gun barrel's just on the corner here. Even if he gets a kill, getting out might be a different story. Hunter might want to go have a look. They've got money, so why not? But no, they're going to opt against. The Kindar should be able to get one of his own. And actually, it's probably going to be the AWP 2. Yes, it is. And that also can be recovered if they want. Don't really see much point in having a double AWP setup, to be fair, at the moment where things aren't going too right. It does look like they're angling again for that B finish. I don't really blame G2 here. We're sort of in this mindset now where it's sort of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, look how far Mount has got. Another opener for him, his 6th. Brilliant work, and he's looking for more. He's jumping across, but he'll actually get spammed down by Yakindar. He's all alone now. But won't be able to be planted momentarily. Can he deny on the spam? No. Can't commit to it. Matty's found to kill him towards Yuri. Already feels like a set in stone. The only issue is for Furia, they now can't just safely shell up and save towards A anymore because they know Matty's is lurking around there somewhere. He just slips the net into his apartment. He can't be traded out, but he might still get another one. He's sticking around, and why not? You've got the money to spare.
They are being picked apart.
Yeah.
It is kind of insane. Just how well G2 are able to keep them guessing and rely on their individuals, but There's something at a base level here from Furia that just isn't quite sitting right. At least on this map. 7-0. I think we need a timeout. They will lose a couple more players than G2 would have liked at the end, if we're being super nitpicky, but...
Whether you play fancy and you have him on opening duels, you are getting some serious points right now. Because he is having a field day. So, attack timeout taken. Will anything change? Malbs, he's trying to send himself in, but this time he overextends without the support as well, so Kindar gets one. But a good flash and a good double for Hunter brings the numbers back in G2's favor.
They've got a lot of individuals to bail them out, it would seem. Hunter close there, man. But he can't find the headshot through the spam, through the smoke. However, he's given them the lead back. Molodoi trying to take matters into his own hands and contact his way forwards. Yuri hidden away, kind of the only man at the moment. There is a rotation to join him, but Keserato is pretty low at the current time. HeavyGod he's just waiting patiently. Yeah, he'll walk into the angle, not quite the crosshair, but you know, he's got the flicks down pat. What can Yuri do here? Hold strong. And going to look to stay alive, staying cool, gets the reload off, buying as much time as he possibly can. They're trying to spam him down, but he is just surviving. Through the smoke he'll go. He hears the AK run out of ammo. Some pious on the pistol, though, takes him out. Big find from him. It's Molodoi now. Are they going to be expecting him? And with all this going down now, the bomb has found itself in pit. The bomb is isolated down there. So, well-placed frag could have made the difference. However, my man has got the throws. He has been working on his three-pointers. That went pretty far, to be fair. And it will allow the plant to come down. Molodoi, they now know about him. Low HP bars don't really matter. And just do not peek. Do not give him anything here. He's got a smoke. That makes things a bit awkward, but there's nothing offensive to finish one of these players off quickly. So as soon as he reveals himself, surely he goes down. Hunter up high is not expected. And the flawless streak continues.
Yeah, as well done. The only issue was the world in which it doesn't quite make it across. That could have been a little funky, but hey, you know, man. G2 looking great here. Nade's come over. Bit of damage, and Molodoi going to try and play up close with his AWP. And it will net him the first as well. There's a rifler in for support as well. They're trying to bail out the shot, but Molodoi isn't falling for anything, and he has Yuri in support for the trade. Finally looks like a round that should go the way of Furia. Losing this is hard to come by, but feeding some pious might be one way in which you do so. 2 versus 3 now, and a recoverable C4.
Kindar needs to step it up. A little unsure of CT. Oh, the flash is nice. Going to allow this gap to close. Molotov. A bit deep, but he loses his head. Oh, man. B-bomb site fallen. Speaking of, here he is on the other side of the smoke. He will get that kill, thank goodness, and it eases some of the pressure, but you've got Malbs to get through now to clutch up, and he is most certainly capable. A great game to kick things off. The timing perfect, isolating Fallen, and now Yuri knows that he's unlikely to come from CT. The nade chunks him down, but Malbs is so crisp with the headshots. Yuri further in than he expected, and the prayers are answered. Furia will get there first.
Ah, man. For Malbs, I think off the back of getting naded down to kind of below half, just becomes a little flustered there. Credit Malbs and some pious, but, you know, especially Malbs, really giving them a lifeline there. 8-1. Furia, if we can get up towards 4, might have a bit of a chance, and finally a bit of aggression coming through as well from Kindar. He's going to try and fight. He takes a big nade as well as he looks to get the AK, but he thinks it's probably better than kind of staying alive in that spot, falling away. Smart decision. You know, get out.
So just one more would be nice. Somehow that nade does hardly anything. But here we are. Counter-strike, of course. Hunter flying around with the bomb. There's a lot of confidence here to find that entry on low HP. But again, see Kindar getting a little bit abused, falling on high. What can he find? It's a double spray down. They were not expecting him at all. 25 seconds. They're on the way to hell. Sun Pius with the AWP to try and trade things. Doesn't know where to look. And HeavyGod holding behind is unfortunately required to get his ass in here. 10 seconds left. It's not looking good. Down they will go, and it's fallen. It's fallen with the big round.
Yeah, he's looked huge. And they just want to reclaim a little bit of the win back in their sails. See off the half in a positive note. Your not going aggro. He's changed up as well. No longer anchoring towards B. They're going to send him down mid. Then it might actually just work out. He's in behind. Sampias is holding for this. He's going to get one. The second wasn't offered there, but Matty swings out to trade.
Fallen hiding in this smoke. They're not expecting him. They will start to move away, however. Just got to be careful not to get shot in the back as it goes down. No one around him. And now what does he do? Just keeping the position. I think that is wise at this point. They start to become a little more savvy. But still, it's the most unexpected angle in the area. Will he get checked? Will they even go anywhere near him as they cross round here? He gets the timing. Oh, the damage is massive. Matty's with a quick and important find. He will know he's done so much, but the numbers are even now, and there's nothing really to stop them getting in. No nade, no molly. So they will cross, they will clear, and they will plant. We'll see. Flash comes in. Serato quietly enters. Is there anything that he can find here in and around this smoke? He's got a bit of information for his teammates to work with. Two in the church, stacked on top of each other here. Malbs has a lot of heavy lifting to do with this nigh on full HP bar. Down goes HeavyGod. Trade there. Has to be. Molodoi does his best, but Malbs is still quicker. Matty's meanwhile not considered at all. Does his work to get one, leaving it all down to Malbs here. Break of the smoke. Oh my goodness, it took him a while to notice, but they both fluff their line slightly. Malbs will get it.
Double digits is also a real potential, and if G2 can't get there, this map, this series feels more or less a foregone conclusion. But let's see, not the start that Molodoi wanted. Malbs again, another entry for him, but the second not quite there. B-side cracked open regardless, but a 3 versus 3 again towards the B-side is the play. And look at this for HeavyGod. If Yuri makes any sort of move through, he would have been a dead man. But HeavyGod going to start now moving himself, and Fallen slipped the net here with the MP9. This is how awkward. Bombs on the back of Sampias, but he's alone. So is he going back towards the A side? I think he has to.
Super weird. And we got Yuri flanking the flank. Takes a bit of work there, but he will get it. Just Sampias remaining then, and I don't know, they really don't know how to deal. It's still a little flabbergasted. Lot of noise made by Fallen, it felt like. But they don't hear him. Where's Sampias going? Okay, what is going on there? He's gifted one onto Yuri. Fallen's not really in position to stop him now. Just has to plan in the sight. No, don't plan there. Oh my god, the one spot that Fallen could have denied him. And they brought it back about as close as you can and then lost. So unfortunate for them. Maybe looking to take it one better this time. Quick V-execute coming in. Miles doesn't know where he is. Where is he? Where have they gone? What is happening? Matthews has found two. Hunter gets taken down at CT. How the hell is there one CT? He was just absolutely blasted in there and somehow still alive. No. Trading places in the smoke, but it will go down, and Malbs finally gets his just desserts. HeavyGod holding here on a tight angle. Still got Matties at the back of the site, by the way, denying that bomb plant. He will lose his head eventually. HeavyGod's got some decent nadage here if he gets it in the right place. They will take the head of Yuri. It's all on Molodoi. He's incredibly low. Surely just chipped down, trying to play this headshot spot. But he will be denied for now, and they are happy enough to give him the space. 30 seconds left in the round. No need to get excitable. Good discipline here. It's behind the pillar. Plant will come in. He can't be spotted, so it allows him to just reset the fight. Uh-oh. How is he still alive? How's he not taking a bullet on this 37 HP? Wild. HeavyGod's got the smoke. What's he going to do with it? Drops it onto the bomb. Molodoi in with another peek. The fight now happening. He's down to 8 HP. HeavyGod finds the bomb in the smoke. And he's just going to go for the 10-second hold. Molodoi doesn't know what to do here. Oh, man, he's on the bomb. He's on the bomb, bro. And he's just not considering it at all. Trying to hunt him. Finds the kill just to add insult to injury. But HeavyGod, who else holding for all 10 of those seconds?
Sampias is slightly pulling away, but even him just being an insurance policy here of catching people walking through long could be huge. It's our first contact probably will be HeavyGod if they're going to move through long, and he actually has now crossed as well. He's still on the other side of the smoke. HeavyGod got to step up now. He stepped up in the pistol. What have you got for us here? Spotted one, avoids the flash, has support, but he loses his head, and this could get funky as Molodoi finds both. Some bias are under pressure. They might be tempted to save.
Yeah, the Danger AK, the Hero AK, certainly living up to its namesake, Molodoi again. And they will successfully scare them away. No lives taken yet, though. But Furia not really wanting to stick around. They've got a lot of utility themselves to spam through the smoke. It's pretty damn good. Malbs chunks out of him. Are they going to bring the bomb here? I think the answer is potentially yes. Molotov is not designed for him, so he's able to stand and fight, but he doesn't deliver. Man advantage looking good. Rotations are in quite fast, however. And again, B-bomb site might be denied away, but they still feel confident given the numbers. Sumpire's trying not to reveal himself, but he now will. And the smokes are just too good. Surely nothing they can really do here. I don't know, man. Furia still so slow and tense, despite how good this round looks for them.
Yeah, you're all right. Fallen. Gonna get one as well. A second. Nice work. Just ensuring this. And Hunter's now stuck. There's no escape for him as well. Any kills on the way out would be nice. And the upgrades would go a long way. But there's no way he's going to save them. Consolation kills is all he can really ask for. I say that 1v2. And they're kind of far away. Stick it. Oh my god, it's going to be close, but he's got a kit. It's a race, and a race in which it seems like HeavyGod's going to lose. How has Hunter walked away with that? I thought he had no chance. I thought it was all about whether he survives and the unlikelihood of it. But Hunter's gone huge. That is a massive round to be taking. And yeah. Furia, that is such a bad one to let slip through your fingers. A 2 versus 5 and essentially a 1 versus 5 for half a second.
No kit. So, you know, they've just shown how valuable it can be. Kind of hilarious not to have it here, but yeah, it is a small, kind of understandable oversight. They're back with a vengeance. Yuri finds both at B. Not done just yet. The scoreline doesn't look favorable, but the individual's still able to deliver.
Does feel quite unnecessary for Matties in that re-swing, though. Into the same angle in which Malbs has just fallen from. Double stack up close shore here. This could be difficult to break down. So buys a spot on the leg. Another one as well. Will they expect up close? MP9 trying to drive by, but for HeavyGod not to be. So this round has fallen flat. Hunter, best he can do is save.
As he is pretty far away. They're actually after him. They really want to hammer it home and make sure that he's not saving into the next round. He continues being a thorn in their side, however. Keserato will finish him off, but a good couple of kills there is always nice. Long road ahead, as we've said many a time, and as is evident.
Smoke double flash. 5 7s and 1 MP9. P250 to round it out. Feels very, very unlikely here, but there is one of those flashes. They're going to try and send Malbs in up close. He can now drop the smoke as well to shut him out from B, but that's them expending basically all of their util. And Malbs! Oh, does he get away with that? Yuri should have him dead to rights every day of the week.
Big find. AK retrieved. Matties is a little worse for wear. Some Pius or Hunter would be nice, but they have to, of course, play with the cards they're dealt. All the same, it's a man advantage, which is a lot to work with in a round like this. 35 seconds left. One smoke over at A pulls the attention of Hunter. There's only one guy over here we can see, though. Meanwhile, the slightly damaged B players are going to have to give it their best try. Malbs goes down. Matties with the AK. Head tucked in. 18 seconds. Drops another. And now just to play safe, 15 seconds left. Get that bomb on the deck, and maybe we've got something happening here. Matties keeps the damage coming. Can they deny the bomb plant? Hunter is close. He's trapped in a fight, though. He can't really do too much about that. Still a man advantage. The plant will come in. They've not had time to get into the post. Yakindar immediately dealt with. It's all down to Molodoi on the half HP. Hidden away at dark. There's no kit this time, but they might not need it. They know roughly where he's at as well. There's only a few places he can be. Some bias takes him down, and G2, divine providence here as they are looking down the barrel of the 2-0. Oh, Massey's bested. Nice moves from Furia in all fairness. They're taking advantage here. We know they're capable of the comeback. Every round holds weight. Malb's going to be chunked out as well, so not looking as good for G2 here. But they have pulled off some very unlikely rounds themselves.
Yeah. Very true. Basically, it feels at the moment that you really can't discount them by any means. Malbs going dry, though. That feels like a bit of an overstep, and unfortunately, I think you just save it if you're G2. You're not in any rush because they don't have loads of money. And you can see that they're already angling to shell up on towards the A site, so it will be Furia staying alive, staying breathing. For now, at this rate, Furia, their road to recovery feels nigh on impossible.
Yeah, the 20-year aged. Fallen, looking to once again get these hunts going. I don't think they're going to be able to deny too many guns away. Actually, I speak too soon. Hunter, I think he survives. He might have taken one down with him a little bit there as well. Molodoy had like a pullback as though he'd just been fragged. Could be an initial A stack from them. A forward-facing move from HeavyGod, loses his head, hits the deck. It looks to be a B finish from Furia, though, so not all that much in it. Smoke down from Malbs. We've seen it all before. A wide swing from Malbs.
Bold.
Hopeful. Ambitious, we might say. But it's 12-6, so you can get away with stuff like that for the time being.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's a bold one, that's for sure. Hunter playing anti up close. With HeavyGod already down, they've gone for a gamble towards the A side, and actually a call-in which feels like it might be correct here. 3 players, and the 4th being the bomb, which is not too far away. Popflash will come over, but look, he's here. Hunter, he's been so good so far, but he's stopped at just one, and the molly that ticks onto the feet of Matty's forced him forward to his demise. It was death by flames or the AK, and he picked the latter. And that'll be the round. Malbs will save, and maybe even hunted as well by Caserato, who's sort of near enough. Another round for Furia. Not done just yet.
To the apps plate. Fallen just trying to keep attention on A at the moment. Little work over in Banana as well. Super conventional Inferno round at the moment. And then, you know, walking into the 4-man mid-stack. Gets broken up slightly, but not well enough. It's so open. The utility is basic for like 1 or 2 people, but not 4. That's for damn sure. 5-on-3 now, looking good for G2.
Molly on default plan as well. The boost's going to come through for Matty's, and it's successful as Yori's dropped 2 versus 5. They need a miracle round and a 1 versus 5. Well, Hunter pulled off one of these earlier, but Molodoy, the youngster, bomb on his back, but no chance, and he's sending it in towards his death. A flawless one to seal the deal for G2 as they take the series 2-0 and kickstart stage 2 of IEM Cologne perfectly.